Hello everyone, my name is John and I'm a drum teacher with Reverb Lessons here in East Orlando. Today I'd like to do just a quick demonstration on cleaning cymbals. I play in a local Christian rock band, I also play in my church, and we actually have an event coming up where we are playing on this Saturday. And then we're also playing on Saturday, November the 5th, that's up in DeLand. And so my cymbals will be on display. And personally, I like to have shiny cymbals when my drums are set up. Some drummers that you talk to, they won't clean their cymbals. They feel like and believe that it changes the sound of the cymbals. Since I play Christian rock music and I play in church, I actually play the Zildjian A Customs. It was the set of cymbals that I use because they work well for the style of music that I'm playing. And so I don't clean them all the time. It's actually been probably a good 3 or 4 months, maybe longer, since I've actually cleaned them. But again, with the special events, 2 special events coming up the next 2 Saturdays, it's more of just a kind of a pride thing, not an arrogant kind of pride, but just taking pride in what your equipment looks like. Obviously, you want your drums to sound great, which I will do a little tuning on Saturday as well. So what I use for cleaning, Zildjian makes cymbal cleaning polish, and this works great. I've used it for the last couple of years. It doesn't have any harsh smells to it, any harsh odor. It doesn't require a lot of buffing. You do have to do some buffing, but it works great. Now it does tell you on the bottle to not use it on the logos. So if you want to save your logos, both on the top of the cymbal and the bottom, don't rub the logos with it. So I just work around the logos. Basically what you need to be able to use this, and for those of you that have been driving for any length of time, if you've ever waxed your vehicle, it's kind of like that. It's basically the same idea. You get a t-shirt, works fine. You want to make sure you're using 100% cotton. And just put a small amount on the shirt, okay? Just like that. You don't need a lot. And what I do is, so I know where to start and stop, I'll start at a certain point. So a lot of times I'll start near the logo. Okay, so I'm going to start near the Zildjian logo here. And I'm just going to start rubbing it in. And you just do a circular motion. And you can go clockwise, counterclockwise, doesn't matter. Okay? But you start rubbing like this. And then you'll see some oxidation. You'll see the dirt and oxidation and dust that comes off. Well, then you want to go to a cleaner spot. Okay, and I just move over a little bit. Just rub some more. Also, too, you might notice I've got a towel sitting in my lap. Good idea to do that because it kind of helps, keep the cymbal in place. Also, you don't want to get the oxidation and dirt on your clothes. And so I always use this towel. I've been using this towel for the last few years. Wash it periodically, but it works good to just set the cymbal on. And so I'm going to keep buffing some more, keep rubbing some more. And now I'm going to switch to another t-shirt. And I've already been doing some cleaning today, so you'll see a little dirt on here. But this is kind of the final buff here. And so I'll sit here and I'll buff it some more. And just a little bit of elbow grease. I'm not pressing down real hard. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do, before I show it to the camera, I'll go ahead and do below the Zildjian logo as well. And again, just a little bit of Zildjian cymbal cleaner. And I'm going to just rub it in. This does take some time. This is a labor of love. I always tell that, especially to my students or my bandmates, my praise team members I play with in church. This isn't a fun thing to do, but I don't mind it. There's the oxidation again, and again I'll switch to a cleaner spot. But it is nice to look at your drum set and you see those nice shiny cymbals. Along with that, I also use, there's a product called Trick Drum Polish, and I did polish the shells on my toms, bass drum, and snare drum as well. So if you want shiny drums, Trick Drum Polish works great. Great product. And so now again, I'll grab my, I'm going to say my secondary or cleaner shirt. See, there's a lot of the shirt I haven't used yet. And I'm just going to buff it again. And I may go around a second time for time's sake. I'm not going to clean the whole cymbal now. I just want to give a quick demonstration. But if you look, you can already tell it's starting to get a nice shine to it. And sometimes you got to hit it maybe 2 or 3 times. This black stuff that you see here, that'll come off, okay, without scratching the cymbal. This is actually my bottom hi-hat cymbal that I did earlier, and it was pretty bad. It had a lot of oxidation on it, but you can see how nice and shiny it is now. One thing you can do, a couple simple things that I do, and I learned this from other drummers, is I've got a pair, these are just gardening gloves. These are just cloth gardening gloves. I don't do this all the time, but when I cleaned them, I don't want to get fingerprints on them right away. I know they're going to get some fingerprints when I choke the cymbal. I know they're going to get stick marks when I play, but at least they'll stay shiny and they'll look better for a longer period of time. And so using these gloves, and these are, get them from Walmart, they're not expensive. You can use these to grab the cymbals with, okay? So that way, when I go to put them in the cymbal bag, this keeps the fingerprints off them. Now, one quick word about this type of cymbal bag to use, and this is what I use. I actually use an head cymbal bag, okay? And the great thing about this particular cymbal bag, and I know there's other brands, but Ahead really makes great equipment for cases, is they've got these cloth sleeves, okay? Basically, this is wool. And they've got sleeves for the cymbals, and what this does, it keeps them separated. So it keeps them from the metal rubbing on metal, and it helps keep them from getting scratched up. They've got this compartment for the smaller cymbals and your hi-hat, and then of course they've got the larger compartment for your ride, your other crashes. But this is, actually, let's pull the other one out. This is for the bigger cymbals here, okay? So it's a good way to keep your cymbals, to preserve them, keep them from getting scratched up, and a good investment. The A-Customs are not cheap, and so I wanted to make sure I take good care of them, and so that's why I invested in the cymbal bag. So again, it's up to you. Some drummers will say they don't clean cymbals, they don't want to change the sound. I don't think it changes the sound that much. I myself am not that super particular, as long as they have a good, crisp, clean sound when I play, and I'm happy with it. I like to have the nice shiny cymbals. So for lessons like this, also for drum lessons, if you want to learn how to play rock music, funk, Christian, jazz, country, all types of music, all different types of grooves. If you want to learn to play in a band, or if you just want to play for fun, I am a teacher here in East Orlando, and I will come to your home for lessons. So please contact me, contact Reverb Lessons, and we'll get you scheduled. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day.